She stood alone at the edge of the yard, covered in scars no one dared to ask about, laughed at, whispered about, judged. But what they didn't know is that this quiet soldier once held a burning battlefield on her back and walked out alive. This is not just a story about war, it's about silence, memory, and what real strength looks like when no one is watching. He never thought his laugh could sound so cruel, so sharp, so wrong. "Look at those scars," Private Cole said, loud enough for the whole training yard to hear. "She must have lost every fight she's ever been in." Recruits chuckled. All eyes turned to the woman standing alone by the weapons rack. She didn't flinch. She didn't turn. She just adjusted her gloves, revealing silver, twisted scars shining in the sunlight like old rivers across her arms. The silence that followed wasn't out of respect. It was the kind that comes when no one dares to speak up. Her name was Lena Hart, but most had forgotten it. Now they only whispered about the scarred woman. Some said she wasn't fit to be there. Others said she didn't belong, but none of them knew the truth. Years ago, Lena walked the burning streets of Marjo with a unit that never made it back. The ambush was sudden. The boy carrying the bomb was her nephew. She saw him too late. The explosion tore through metal and flesh. She dragged her captain out through smoke and fire. Her arms burned raw. She didn't scream. She just kept going. Her call sign was Echo 6, the one who answers when everyone else is gone. She came home alive, but different and forgotten. Back at the barracks, Lena watched the new recruits. Bright eyes, unscarred hands. She never corrected them. She never explained. But General Stanton remembered. He'd seen her carry soldiers through hell. He knew what real bravery looked like. He walked into the yard. Gravel crunched beneath his boots. "Private Cole," he said calmly, "do you think those scars are funny?" Cole froze. "I didn't mean anything, sir." Stanton's voice was low, like thunder before a storm. "Not all scars mark failure. Some are the reason others came home." Then his eyes met Lena's. "Echo 6, report to the front." The yard fell silent. Cole's face went pale. Everyone recognized that name. Echo 6 wasn't a person. She was a legend, a ghost soldier, a myth passed down like sacred stories among veterans. Lena stepped forward. Each step is slow, steady, sure. She stopped right in front of Cole. Her voice cut through the silence like a blade. "Scars don't mean I lost," she said. "They mean I survived things you can't imagine." Cole didn't laugh anymore. Stanton turned to the recruits. "Some of you want medals. Echo 6 earned silence. Learn the difference." Shame settled over the yard like dust. That night, after the sun dipped below the barracks, Cole walked up to Lena. He didn't ask for forgiveness, just said quietly, "I didn't know." Her gaze softened. "That's the problem," she replied. "People only look at the surface. They never dig deep enough to find the truth." In the weeks that followed, no one whispered anymore. They watched. They listened. They trained harder, not to impress her, but to honor her. Because scars aren't always wounds. Sometimes they're lessons. True strength doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers, and everyone listens. When Lena finally left the base, no orders were given. The trainees lined up in silence. No salutes, no speeches, just quiet. The kind that speaks louder than words. Some heroes' names are shouted. Others, like Lena's, are remembered. So next time you see someone quiet, look again. They might be carrying the heaviest battles of all. Some names are written in medals, others in silence. Lena Hart didn't ask to be remembered, but those who saw her, truly saw her, never forgot. Before you judge a scar, ask what it survived, because sometimes the strongest people carry the quietest wars. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from and what Lena's story meant to you. Subscribe for more true stories of those who carried the weight of the world and never asked for credit.